Seventh wine. Seventh wine. You're becoming Chinese, your eyes.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm drunk.
You're drunk.
Be careful from me. I'm not doing anything.
Hello, Bartholomews. Hello. Is there scarcity of wine?
Wait, one more bottle. How many?
Gamarjaba, Ma'am Kivia Samarbella. Join me in this travel series as we explore the hidden gems, delicious cuisine, and unique culture from the vibrant city of Tbilisi to picturesque vineyards of Teheti. Get ready for an unforgettable adventure with my girls to one of the oldest wine-producing countries, Georgia. Garmarjas!
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Welcome.
How are you?
Hello. So this is going to be our room for today morning. You can get comfortable, stand anywhere you'd like, so we can see each other, communicate, try some wines. Okay, so we can make like a half circle here, so we can all see each other, all talk, change impressions. Still need coat up for the touch-up show? Not really. You see? You see? Mohammed Salah is already warmed up. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, so ladies, you didn't try cha-cha.
No,
We can improve that later. I'll let you try at the end. For the people who have tried cha-cha, let's see how the brains work after 50% of alcohol, wake up in the morning. Okay? Do you remember which part of Georgia we're in now? You see the sober ladies?
I'm proud of you, ladies.
You're right. But if you'll take a look at the map, there's a small hint where we are. Can you see? Oh, right here. Yeah. So this green region, my friends, it's called Kakheti region, which is the biggest part of Georgia, where till this day, if you ask me, most fun is going all year round. For a couple of reasons. To start with, most of the wines are produced here. Nearly 60% of all the Georgian wines, the commercial and homemade production is produced here. Most of the alcoholic Georgians are born and live till this day here. And most of the wines and the grapes are also grown and produced here. So these colorful titles that you see, these are the names of different parts and regions of Georgia. And under these titles, the smaller titles, this is the names of different varieties of grapes. So different sorts of the grapes growing in different parts of Georgia. Because we're in Kakheti, most of the wines that we're going to try today are going to be from here, but still we're going to travel a little bit around Georgia. So the first
Most of barbecues are made here as well.
It's true, it's true. This is the region of barbecues and heavy drinkers. Yeah. So, the first cha-cha that you try outside and the first wine that we're going to try here, they're going to be made from the same variety of the grape. So same sort of the grape, which is called Hatziteli. More and more we're going to drink, the names are going to get harder to pronounce, to remember, so don't try to do any
Or easier, it's fine.
Yeah, or easier. For some part of the group, yeah, it will get easier.
Translation, red horn.
Yeah. So, to make the stories less boring, I'll pour first. Yeah. And then I'll tell you more about it. So the first wine that we're going to try is going to be white dry wine with 11.5% of alcohol. You got the glass for you? Yeah? There we go.
Thank you.
So it's going to be... Okay, let me pour first and then I'll
Madlova.
tell you what you're drinking. By the way, we don't shout Joss on every glass. Okay, you can just calmly stand and sip this one because we're going to try different varieties. Roma akar.
Proper wine tasting. Cheers to that. Cheers. Cheers. How are you feeling right now?
I'm so happy right now.
Are
I
you
feel
happy?
nostalgic.
Okay. My friend, still you're not homesick, huh?
No, I have my community.
There you go. You all have
Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
Let's take 2 glasses. Anyone without the glass? Who doesn't have a glass? Ladies, do you drink? No. Of course. Never a problem. Extra glass is never a problem. Less glass is problem. Extra glass is never a problem. Okay. So, if anyone doesn't want to drink the wine fully, you can pour it in here, but I'm gonna remember you. So, you can try it, and I'm 100% sure you're not gonna feel any intense flavors in this wine, high percentage of alcohol, no full body, because it tastes light like this.
Oh,
So
it's light.
it's 11.5, yeah. So the thing is, the best type of drink to drink in lots of amount. Georgian people, if you didn't understand yet, Georgian people love to drink a lot, and especially men. And when I say a lot, it's for example at the traditional table, if we sit down with friends for a couple of hours, it may be starting from 1 to 2 or 3 liters per person.
Oh,
Per person. Of wine. Of course, of wine, not cha-cha, my friend. Of wine. So, when you choose the drink like that, when you choose to drink a lot of wine, you have to make sure that it contains least amount of sweetness and least percentage of alcohol, because that's why you have a terrible feelings next morning. So sweeter the drink and higher the percentage of alcohol, worst feelings that we call hangover you're gonna have next morning. Sweetness and combination with the alcohol, high percentage, it's the worst enemy for our next morning. This type of the wine, which is the lowest percentage of alcohol, and it doesn't contain any sweetness because it was fully used as alcohol here, is the best option to choose when you know that you're gonna drink a lot. And if you'll see Georgians not with the glasses like this, but with the glasses like this, don't be shocked. Have you seen this thing?
yes.
Where? Game of Thrones. Vikings. Yeah? Yeah. But we don't blow it from here to make the sound. No. We drink it till the end, fully, and then we blow it from here. The best part is, and the cha-cha that you tried outside, you had it with shot glass, yeah, for the strong drinks. This is the shot glass for the wine, which is 1.2 liters.
Oh.
So I can fit 1 full bottle here, another half of the bottle. When a Georgian man stands up with a thing like this and propose a toast, it's a must for the Georgian man to drink it fully with 1 sip. Once you're done, you don't have 30 minutes, no, because other guys are waiting for you. You should propose a toast, drink it fully with 1 sip, show it to everyone that it's done, fill it up again, and give it to the next guy on your right. So when you do it at the special toast only, for example, if there's a table which continues for 6 hours, for example, wedding, let's say it this way. At the wedding, the toastmaster will choose a couple of toasts which he wants to mention that it's special. For example, toast for the bride and groom. At that moment, he will open the table with this opening toast, pour for himself, propose a toast for the bride and groom, drink it fully with 1 sip, fill it up again, give it to Valery over here. He paraphrases the toast, adds his little part, drinks it fully with 1 sip, shows to everyone that it's done, fills it up again, and it goes on
What
around.
happens?
Sorry?
If it's not done, what
If it's
happens?
not done, it's a yellow card, my friends. So they're gonna still make you drink much more. So, no medical reasons work as to refuse. No, you have to drive back home. No one gives a hell. You'll have to, if they give it to you, you have to drink it. If you're not able to drink it, you shouldn't volunteer. Yeah. But the thing is that the tamada, the toastmaster, may stand up any second and give it to you without asking. So it's not up to you. If they give it to you, you have to drink it.
And you don't want to do it to us now.
Do you want me to drink it? Then you can do the wine tour here. So on the left wing we will have Mohammed Salah. What do you think about the wine? Very light. Yes. Very light and very subtle. So this is traditional process to make Georgian traditional process to make wine. Have you seen this thing? Called, do you know the name? Kvevri. Kvevri is the name of this clay amphora, clay jar, which is the traditional process for Georgians to make wine. So inside the kvevris, we only make dry wine. So if you like semi-sweet wine, if you like semi-dry wine, don't look for the wines made inside the kvevri. Have you heard any stories about the kvevri, clay jars?
Yes.
You have heard, I'm 100% sure. Yeah, I found him once drunk inside the clay jar. 100% sure he has heard about it. So, kvevri, it's not. If you don't trust me, you can ask the number one trustable source. Google, every pocket over here. You can Google number one country, first country to make wine, and it will tell you it's Georgia. Did you know that? Do you know how many years ago Georgia started producing wines?
8,000.
Yeah, you read it. Yeah, I'm not sure that.
He told me.
Yeah, he told me. Someone was listening. Yeah. So imagine, a couple of years ago in the region of Kakheti, there was the expedition held by the help of UNESCO, where they found the parts of the clay jars like this and the seeds of the grapes that was proved that it was 8,000 years old. Imagine, 6,000 BC, there was wine fermented on the Georgian territory. That means, I don't know what. Christopher Columbus was on board to start looking for the best country in the world. Yeah, no Egyptians building pyramids at that time. Yeah, I think they got drunk here and then went to build it. Crazy stuff. So, but Georgians were already getting drunk. So you're in the right place to start drinking in the morning. Yeah. Hello.
Adam, remind me one legend about this drink and I will tell you about.
Yeah. Yeah. So the wine that you started with, the first wine, it's a young wine. It's just 9 months old inside the clay, which is the shortest period of time to make your wine inside the clay. That's why it's so light, that's why it's so easygoing, and it tastes very smooth. Yeah? If you want your wine to be stronger, higher percentage of alcohol, fuller body, darker color, you can reserve it inside the clay for a longer period of time. For 2 years, for example. So now we'll compare traditional Georgian wine, which you just tried, which was 9 months old, and let's compare it with traditional Georgian wine, which was held inside the clay for a longer period of time, for 2 years. The first difference that you're gonna feel is the texture. It's 13.5% of alcohol, higher. We don't drink this wine with the pores like this. Yeah. You can try, but trust me, it's not worth it, guys. I'll pour for all of you, and then after this we can try a semi-sweet wine. And for people who prefer sweeter, let's bring the smiles to the faces. Should I pour some Coca-Cola? I'm sorry. No.
You want this glass, Laban?
For you? For you? Roma,
Happy? Now you feel
My pleasure.
Madlova.
Arapris? Yeah, great.
I'm representing Philippines.
Started well.
With your hair, always like that.
Yeah, and without the jacket.
You look seductive.
It goes to my stylist.
Oh, yeah.
Which one? Me.
Here.
It's gonna get better and better.
But don't take it personal, okay?
You. It's your fault.
Grapes, huh?
This is great. Everything is gonna be grapes. Okay. Everything that we're gonna try is gonna be just the grapes. So this is gonna feel a little bit more uncomfortable for the people who prefer smoother, fruitier, and sweeter taste. This is more drier. This has very unique traditional Georgian process of making wine inside the clay. It has a lot of tannins, it has a lot of dryness, high percentage of alcohol.
More?
So if you try wine like this for the first time, it may feel a little uncomfortable.
So keeping it longer.
So keep it longer. So let's discuss it. So we don't have any more questions. Any you. So longer time. So how we made this one? 2 wines. So we take, for example, for the first bottle, we take white grapes of Katsiteri, as we mentioned. We crush it, and once we crushed it, we have the skins leftovers, where the juice came out, and the juice. Yeah. A Georgian traditional way, we combine everything. So the skins is getting mixed with this juice, and everything goes together in a clay jar like this. That skins in Georgia, by the way, they're called chacha. Chacha is made from that skins, but after it's separated. So we poured everything together in a clay, the skins and the juice. We stirred it for 2 months, they stayed together. For 2 months they stayed together, and after 2 months we take the skins out and we bring it to the copper jar over there. Make the strong drink from that, but leave the juice for another 7 months inside the clay. So you get the total time of 9 months, and you get the light wine like this. If you want to make it stronger and drier like this, you let the skin stay with the juice for 6 months of time, not just 2 months of time. And by the way, when the juice stays with the skins for a longer time, it absorbs darker color. So if you'll see very dark colored wines, like this, for example, all over Georgia, which is not bourbon or it's not cognac, yeah? It's a white dry wine, amber wines that we call. This is white dry that has contact with the skins more than 6 months. It will have a color like this. By the way, this wine and this wine, the one that you tried, the first one, is exactly the same variety of the grape. The Katsiteli, with 2 months skin contact and 6 months skin contact. So you can differ them and see a huge difference between the color. Just a curious question, because this traditional Georgian wine is usually uncomfortable for most of the people for the first time. I'm just interested. Does anyone like this more than the first? Hands up. Anyone likes the second one more than the first? So we have a couple of dry wine, people who prefer dry wine. Statistically, 65% of the world prefer sweeter wines. So don't listen to French or Georgian or Italian people telling you that drink only dry wine, that's the real wine, and anything else is Coca-Cola for the ladies. No, that's a lie. Terrible stereotypes. Don't listen to them. In Georgia, it doesn't work. You can drink anything with anything at any time at any amount, and no one's gonna say anything. So don't worry. Yeah. Okay. Let's switch to semi-sweets. And let's try my childhood favorite. Yeah? Let's not discuss the legal age terms of drinking, but I think you will understand why it may be a child's favorite. Or anyone's favorite. This is white semi-sweet wine called Tbilisi, which is 11% of alcohol, and it's coming from much smaller region compared to Kakheti. It's coming from Lechumi over here. Do you see how small it is compared to Kakheti? You can fit 30 lechumis in the region of Kakheti. It means that the quantity of the grapes growing here, it's much more limited than the grapes growing here. So Tbilisi, it's not made inside the clay. None of the semi-sweet wines, once again, are made inside any material except stainless steel tank. So the semi-sweet wines with natural sweetness always must be made in the stainless steel tank in commercial use, in factory facilities. Now, let's try 11% Tbilisi, which is very, very fruity compared to this two. Very smooth, very easygoing, very sweet. And the first difference that you're going to see is going to be the color. Let me show you. Can you raise the glass a little bit higher? You see, it's transparent. Why? Because it's not held with the skins at all. It's just the juice. So skins make your wine darker. Longer time it has contact with the skins, darker
you don't
color,
like
the wine
skin
is
to
going
skin.
absorb. 2 months with the skins, 6 months with the skins, now just the juice fermented in the stainless steel. Let's try. Roma, what do you do? I'll get it. You will start pouring from this side so everyone gets it at the same time. How's it? You like it? You like it? Great. My pleasure.
Salamat. That's thank you.
Okay. How do I say you're welcome?
Walang anuman.
Oh, I had too much sacha for that.
Me only.
No, just her.
We cheers, no?
Okay, cheers, cheers.
Cheers for today.
Third glass of wine.
That's our tradition.
No,
No.
well, that's when we're sitting down.
You all like it? Can you video me? Let me try.
How's it?
It's great. I like the first one
First one more.
the most.
You're more Georgian. By the way, we give the Georgian citizenships on the 3rd floor if anyone would like to join us.
I would take it.
We can give you a Georgian passport. Anyone wants to try? The only guy that drank this fully here for the last 4 years, that was the Irish guy, and who crawled on the fireplace on the top over there, and on the top after he wrote, the Irish approved this venue. On the top. And then the Australians tried it too, they didn't drink it, they just wrote it. The Australians, then it started. The Syrians do too, and Yuba do too, Yoruba do too. Yeah, if anyone wants to crawl there, yeah, you can, you're free to go. Who likes this more than the first two? Just put your hands up. Okay, ladies, you won over there in that corner. On this side, we get more drier. Lois, you liked it more? Yeah. What about you? You like the first one more? So, In Georgia, we produce a lot of different varieties of wines depending on so many varieties of grapes that we have. To start with, we have 525 endemic sorts of the grapes. Georgian grapes. I don't mean like the foreign grapes which are growing here. Georgian grapes which are growing here. And we make so many different varieties of wines that from totally dry to totally sweet, you can find the one that you like for 100%. Now, let's switch, before we switch to the reds, let's try some rosé. What color is the bottle, please? Pink. Thank you. Bottle. Transparent, you're right. The silver side, yeah, still. Yes, it's a transparent bottle, my friends. The wine inside is pink, yeah. And before I'll start pouring, let's see one more question. What's better for the wine? To be in a dark bottle or to be in a transparent bottle?
Dark.
Because of what? Exactly. So, high room temperature, a lot of sunlight, not the right site for the bottle to stand, for example, for reserving, on the shelf life. It's much more worse for the bottle to be in a transparent bottle because of the oxidation than the dark bottle. But the brand that produced this is our brand. Trust me, we know much better than you that this is worse to be in a transparent bottle. But somehow we still manage to bottle it in a transparent bottles like this. We know that the shelf life is much less and it won't stand for a long time like the dark bottle, but we bottle it in a transparent bottle like this still. Because of what? What do you think?
It's gonna finish in a meal.
Sorry?
It's gonna finish in a meal.
In a meal.
Yeah, with a meal.
That's true, but why can you make it still? Why you still make the
Because people like this color.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Marketing. Still, everything is marketing in 21st century. Also, the same for the wine industry. Even though that we know it's much less time on the shelf life with the transparent bottle like this, we have to show the color to our customer. Yeah, because in the situations we don't sell this only here. Yeah, in the situations where you're not able to try the wine and you walk into the liquor shop to buy the bottle, if you'll take a look, rosé will always be in the middle. It will take your eye straight away, and that's how, for example, 75% of our customers for the rose wine, which are ladies.
That's why we wear pink also.
Yeah, that's why all of you are wearing pink clothes. Yeah. So to pair it on Instagram stories after, or I don't know, that's a psychological thing, that's the color wise. So 75% of the customer for our rose wines is ladies. 25% is men buying for ladies. It's what they say. What they say. Maybe higher. We call it Barbie wine, but there's a lot of Kens amongst the men. Yeah. So this is 12% of alcohol, semi-sweet rosé, made from two varieties of the grapes, which are both red grapes. Do you know how you get the pink color like this? How you make it pink? Skin. You're right. Exactly. So if we make this wine darker, my spider senses are sleeping. Yeah. If we make this wine darker with longer time with the skins, yeah. How you can make wine lighter? It's less time with the skins. So you take red grape called saperavi, mix it with another red grape called tbilisi, and once we crushed it and we have the skins and the juice, we let them to have contact just for 2 days, 48 hours, and the color that it absorbs is going to be like this. 12% of alcohol, semi-sweet rosé, very popular wine in summer times, easygoing, smooth, soft, but also pretty sweet. Let's try. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Roma, ai, era rosa smeore but.
Thank you.
Ima troboa, troje seni, I do nama tmoda. My pleasure. Ara.
Cheers again. For our color today. You like it more?
Yeah, we're definitely buying the white one and the pink one.
This one is okay also?
Yeah.
Smells so good. It's so elegant. It smells so good. I can see the Filipino flag and I can see the Sri Lanka flag. I cannot see the Indian flag.
She's the flag. There is here, this side.
Is it too sweet for anyone? Tasty. like it. Great. Ken. Yeah? Great. So, rose wine, it's one of the most high-growing segment for the winemakers and wine industry. And why? In the pandemic times, it was the most sold bottle for the most of the world. Why? Because people who didn't drink, they were staying at home, they started drinking. And when you go to the delivery app and you open the app and there's 10 pages of white dry, white semi-sweet, then 10 pages of red dry, red semi-sweet, and 1 page of rosé. Just tap it and very easy to order. Yeah? That's how the rosé is getting very, very popular, and it's very popular wine in the summer times. You can serve it very cold, like sparkling wine temperature, it feels very good. And one thing I forgot to tell you, semi-sweet wines in Georgia, which you will see in the bottle, not sold in the 5-liter jars outside the private houses, because in some situations that's a dry wine with a lot of sugar that's going to blow up your head in a couple of hours. So additional sweetness to the drink, it's terrible. Natural sweetness, it gives you a hangover, but additional, it's 100 times worse. Your blood pressure is going to raise up, you're going to have a terrible headache, you're going to remember my words in an hour. In commercial use, if you produce wine as the brand, and you make the bottles like the commercial bottles, government controls process for winemaking strictly, and it's strictly against the law to use any type of sweet materials, and it's even jail time from 2 years and up. So all the sweetness if you use anything to make your wine sweet, and it's not natural sweetness of the grape itself, for example, any sweeteners, just sugar. By the way, some of the sorts of the grapes are much cheaper than sugar in Georgia, so it's more logical to buy the grapes. Yeah. So it's a very strict process. So we make sure that all the wines that are labeled as the semi-sweet wines, they contain the natural sweetness and not artificial sweetness. Okay. Now we can switch to the red colored wines. Yeah. Should we try one dry at first and then let's try some semi-sweets? Yeah. Hello there. Ori. Oh, okay. Come on. Join us. Oops. No. Sure. Let's take the new ones. Yeah. There you go. You're welcome. We're in the middle, but we're gonna try 5 more wines. So I think you'll maybe I can give you big glasses so you just catch up with us. Okay. Good moment. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now we're going to try, my friends. So let's see. So the wine that I'm gonna pour in your glasses and the wine that we just tried, they are made from the same variety of the grape. The difference is the skin contact. This was 48 hours, and this is going to be 1 month. When we will pour, you will see it's a huge difference. That's what the difference of the red skins can make between the rosé and between the red dry. So this one is going to be the same process as the first white dry that we tried. 9 months inside the clay, young traditional version of Georgian dry wine with 12.5% of alcohol. Very popular combination with the barbecue, with the steaks in Georgia, this type of red dry, called saperavi. Everywhere you go, saperavi you can find everywhere. It grows in 6 different villages by different names. So even though the same grape may grow in the different parts of Georgia, they come out tasting totally different. So the location also plays a huge role in the taste of the grape. Okay, he's already in the middle. Let's start pouring. There we go. My pleasure.
You're doing the walk in the city of love.
In love.
Right? You sway in the city of love.
Cheers again.
Cheers!
Did everyone get the wine? Yeah? Great. Except me. I have these butter. Cheers.
Cheers!
I'm thirsty and I have to drink a little. How does it taste? Good?
Try it.
Dry. Yeah?
I like this. It's like a palate cleanser.
It's okay. What's got second? Okay. So we compared rosé, semi-sweet, from the same grape, Now we tried red dry from the same grape. Now let's try the most sold bottle for last 20 years in Georgia, made from the same grape. So Saperavi, as I told you, depending on how you use this grape, on which process you use, because in clay it comes out tasting totally different, in oak barrel it tastes different, in the stainless steel tank it tastes different, and also depending where it is growing, because of the climate, because of the sunlight, because of the rain, soil, altitude, surface, everything plays a huge role. So now we're gonna try semi-sweet version of Saperavi, but in red color, not the rose color. Can I have the bottle? Okay. Okay, great. So this one is called Kinsmarauli. Kinsmarauli is the most sold bottle for last 20 years in Georgia, on export inside Georgia. It's a wine that has 11% of alcohol, so minimum. Yeah, excuse me, sorry, careful. Which is 11% of alcohol. And it's growing in the village of Kinsmarauli, which is located in the region of Kakheti. So today we started all the wines that we tried yet, except the Tbilisi. Tbilisi was from the region of Lechumi. All of them were from the region of Kakheti. This is going to be very, very fruity, and I'm sure that it's going to be favorite of a lot of people amongst our group. Let's try. Very popular red semi-sweet wine with smooth, fruity flavors. Let's see. You can judge by yourself.
Excited, Lavanya? How many wines now?
Talk about
This is six.
Oh, you do that? We're on the move.
We see that bro, change telephone, yeah.
Oh, really?
What is my name?
Pella.
Bella. B or B?
Paella.
B. B.
Paella.
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 Cheers. Sixth glass?
What?
Sixth glass.
6 glass.
Sixth.
This tastes different than yesterday. I think that's because you just had dry wine.
What do you think?
It is better, no?
How's that? Good? So once again, all the sweetness that you feel here, it's all natural sweetness. So wine called Kinsmarauli coming from. So just a thing that you should know, I think. When you go to a Georgian restaurant and you open the wine list, and there's tons of different names that you don't know what it means or how to pronounce and so on. Oh my god, I'm gonna break it.
Is this the same guy when you went there?
No, he just walked in on actually.
Yeah, when you go to a restaurant and you open a wine list and there's many different names, 90% of the time, the names are the names of the wine names, are the names of the grape that you used to make that bottle. So the grape that was crushed and fermented to be inside that bottle that you're ordering. 10% of the time, the wines are named after the location where the grape is grown. So if it's named after location, it means that that location is special. It has a huge effect on the taste of the grape. Like, for example, Kinsmarauli. Kinsmarauli and Tbilisi, these are the microclimate zones, villages, which has a huge effect on the taste of the grape. And we control it not by the Georgia system, it's a French system of appellation, AOC, that the same thing works for champagne, for example. You know what's champagne? Yeah? It's a sparkling wine that must naturally gasificated sparkling wine that must be produced in the province of Champagne. If you produce it anywhere else around the world, you call it sparkling wine. Yeah? Same cognac. Cognac is the brandy which is produced in cognac. Only if you produce it in cognac, you can call it cognac. Yeah? Same about this type of wine. We have 26 wines like this in Georgia because we have 26 villages like this in Georgia, where only if your grape grows in that village, you can call it by that name. So we tried this grape in the previous wine by the simple name of the grape Saperavi because it doesn't grow in a special place. Now we're going to try, as we tried the Kinsmarauli, it's growing in the special village Kinsmarauli. Why it's special? Because it generates maximum amount of sugar levels. It's such a flat surface, the sunlight hits straight away, we've got a lot of sun in this place, there's a lot of stones in the soil, so many aspects that make this grape more sweeter than the simple saperawi growing in this village. That's why we call it Kins Marawi. Who likes the Kins Marawi, the last one that we tried? How is it? Good. For anyone, does it feel too sweet? Yeah? Great. I love when there's one guy saying yes, because I had to introduce next bottle with that line.
Ask him what the last one.
Yeah. If it feels a little too sweet for you, Georgians or clever people, we make another option from the same variety of the grape growing in different place. So if we just tried Kins Marawi, so Saperawi grapes grown in Kins Marawi village, now we're gonna try Saperawi grapes grown in the village of Achashen. The thing is, imagine, between the bottle that you just tried and the bottle that we're going to try, process of winemaking is 100% the same. Same amount of time, same temperature, same material, everything is the same except the location. So the only thing that you will feel the difference between the taste of these two wines is just going to be because of the soil. Location and the soil. Zone and the region is the same. Both of them are in the region of Kakheti. And the distance between these two villages is 35 kilometers. So they're really close to each other. The only thing that changed the taste of the grapes is the soil. Let's try. If the previous one was sweet start, sweet middle, and sweet aftertaste, this one's going to be sweet start, then sour middle, and then dry aftertaste. So just not sweet, 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 but sweet, sour, and then dry. Let's see. Because it was too sweet for
I'm
you. let's
excited
start
for the
from-
dry
start
one.
from-
You know, I think we will try 72 different wines.
Only 8 or 9 max. We did the same thing then. After this, cha-cha.
Salamat.
We forgot how to speak Georgian now?
Speak English also. Cheers. Seventh wine. Seventh wine. You're becoming Chinese, your eyes.
Yeah,
Really?
drunk.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Nice.
Really nice. I like this one. It's a trip.
This is better than this is better than the problem. What the hell is this?
So do you feel that it's more well balanced after? Yes. Very, much more. Number one. Yeah, number one. Okay. Yet. So far. Just a second. Sorry.
This is the same place but different place.
35 kilometers.
No, but what's the name? Then I'm drunk.
You're dry.
Be careful from me. I might do anything.
Oh.
I'll surprise you.
How about you, madam? Happy?
I'm so
Okay.
I'm so glad.
And because there's a big group gonna rush out now and they're gonna come here and we're not gonna be as comfortable as we are now. Let's finish it. But before we finish it, let's try the most expensive. And I kept the best for the last, so no one gets upset. Let's try the only bottle which is not exported outside Georgia from these bottles that we tried. The only bottle which is coming from the smallest village all over Georgia, coming from this red region over here. In the region of Raja, we have a small village called Khvanchkara. To be more specific, this is number 2, second most expensive Georgian wine. Red semi-sweet with a very rich flavors, with a very interesting texture. This is 85 lari per bottle. This is triple price of all the bottles that we tried. So standard is 30, 35 lari for the high quality premium class wines. But this is the rare class, one which is not exported outside Georgia with the most limited quantity of the grapes and the wine itself. You can bring it back home, but none of the companies export it as the big production. Let's try. This is very, very good. 11% is alcohol, red semi-sweet blend of 2 grapes. Let's try.
This Thank you.
Maybe you can
Going back to Mumbai.
You don't need to. You will bring her back again. I will not. Trust me. Thank you.
Thank you.
They just call it jealous. Thank you so much.
Oh, wait.
Cheers. Yeah.
Yes.
Cheers. I was scared.
Thank you. Cheers for our podcast.
After this, the podcast will be violent, my friend.
Yeah, eight. Number how? Number eight.
Number two. We should podcast wine and talk.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Try.
Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Like this one.
I love it.
You have a luxury taste. Very lavish. Second last one. Second, you like it? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the wine tour. Yeah, I hope. Where's the applause? Come on! Let's show them that we had much more fun. Yeah. So, any questions you will have, any help you're gonna need with anything, anything you want to drink again, some more wine, some more cha-cha, we will be very happy to help. Let's see what time it is. Okay, so in 4 minutes, on the 3rd floor, we have tequila tours starting. We have 5 different varieties of things. No, I'm joking. No. He was the happiest guy. Okay. Any questions you will have, anything you can ask me, my friend Roma over here, and our friend's gonna come out so we can help all of you.
Tell us the difference between European wines and Georgian wines.
Traditional process is different. European wines are mostly made in the stainless steel tanks or the oak barrels or glass or plastic. Georgian traditional way is made inside the clay jars like this. This is the process that makes the difference between this one or European.
No, this
This one. So this is the Georgian's passionate winemaking process and the grapes. No, so the grapes, Georgian grapes make it different, Georgian process makes it different, and heart, Georgian heart makes it different. So,
wonderful. Thank you.
thank you very much.
Hello, Bartholomew. Hello. Is there scarcity of wine?
Wait, one more. How many?